All right, what's going on, guys? Hey, but no, just a quick trade update. I am in another move right now on gold. After my positions got stopped out in profit, because I took a whole bunch of positions. I was scaling in, scaling out all throughout the entirety of the push up. But I was scaling out of positions here, and then I ended up moving my stop losses to right here essentially, and then I ended up getting stopped out and profit on those other positions, and then price came all the way down here, and then it was very simple, very simple for this next entry. Once price came down into this area and rejected it, I seen price come back down into this minor area of support right here. So it was essentially an overlap. What time frame was it? It was more like of a 30-minute time frame. Price broke below here, broke right back above, and simple. Price was trading overall bullish. Price was trading above a key area. We're just waiting for price to trade back below. And once I got this bullish engulfing right here, is when I decided to enter this trade. And I gave my stop loss a little bit of breathing room. And the first TP got hit, which was up into this resistance range right here. And next TP is going to be up into this range and then so forth and so forth. Looking at 3,900 flat, gold literally has like, there's no projections no more. There's literally no projections. Like, I was looking for gold to get to 37, what was it? It was like 3750, right? I think 3750 or 3780. And I was like, okay, that could, get there by the end of the week. It got there in less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours, price literally got there in like one day, basically. Good morning, Bobby. But the reason why gold has been really rallying up lately is because of the talks of the government shutting down. And if the shutdown does happen, it would be tomorrow, Wednesday. And if the government does shut down, then that would like mess up the data that's supposed to come out, like the NFP numbers and all that type of stuff like that. So it's a lot of like, it just sounds like a broken record at this point. Like it's just I'm just literally repeating myself over and over and over again. Because that's literally what happened. Every time there's chaos, there's volatility. Every time there's uncertainty, the market is booming. And if you just look at a couple of articles, caution sets in as U.S. government shutdown looms, caution sets in this perspective, U.S. shutdowns like caution, people are afraid, people are nervous, and especially when people are afraid of and nervous of the US dollar and it gets weaker and weaker and weaker, everybody's gonna run to gold. Everybody's gonna run to everything else but the US dollar basically, which is why gold has been rallying for 2 days straight. Just clicking on one of the articles, a note of caution took hold of world markets on Tuesday with the dollar and equity slipping and gold briefly hitting new record highs. On concern, a U.S. government shutdown could delay key job data because this is supposed to be NFE week, right? I don't know why this is up here. Okay. A government closure would delay the issue of Friday's key employment numbers, putting the spotlight on the Labor Department. JOLTS due later on Tuesday. So the news that comes out at 10 o'clock today, right? Okay, so yeah, the job openings usually what this is basically saying is since the job openings, they're usually not the craziest. Um, it's not like an NFP or CPI, but because everybody is saying that the shutdown, because the shutdown would be tomorrow, um, a lot of people are going to focus on this data that comes out today. So this news event could make a big push in the market, whether that's up or down. So this could be like a NFP type of a news event or CPI type of a news event because that's what everybody's focused on. If the government wasn't shutting down, it wouldn't be as big and people would be more focused on NFP. Gold is just going to keep on rallying. Gold is going to do exactly what it's been doing. It's just literally just keep on going up and going up and going up and going up and making big moves and small retracements, consolidate for a little bit, keep on going back up. We were seeing them in the next few days. I was saying is like both sides are accepting that a shutdown is inevitable. The worry here is that if there is a shutdown, it could be long. Exactly what I was talking about. Here we go, right here. It could be long, and if we don't get Friday's job report or the next CPI number, where does the Fed sit? He said, referring to that. And this is why I say, like, it's all praise to the Most High. You got to give all the credit to God and thanks to God because, I mean, it's like God is showing everybody the true, and there's going to be a lot of people because I see a lot of people waking up now. I talked about that in that video I posted yesterday, but a lot of people are waking up. It's becoming like it's so obvious at this point. Like it's just like. A little kid can understand this type of stuff. So if God is showing you this stuff and you still choose to not take heed and not listen, that's on you. Like that's literally on you. And when destruction, when things start hitting the fan, then you can't blame nobody else but yourself. Because God is already showing all of this stuff, right? He's showing us the lock in, he's showing us what's going on. And like I showed you guys in that video, like it's look what Trump did. Like Trump literally posted, like, come on now, come on out. Trump had all that gold, 24 karat, showing it off in the White House. And you don't think Trump benefited off of this gold rally? You guys gotta keep in mind. We are playing with, and all like what they're doing is all manipulative. They're controlling the market. It's one big, like I said, club, and we're not invited. We are trading with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even hundreds, six figures, right? We're trading with that type of stuff. They're trading with billions and billions and billions of dollars. Two different levels. Two different levels. But the same president that called Bitcoin a scam now has his own trophy, not trophy, own statue, um, in Washington. I mean, it's clear as day. It's right here. There's nothing else. There's literally nothing else. You guys, it's all up to you at this point. That's why I'm just spreading the truth, spreading the word, and this is how I have been trading gold. I have been keeping it very simple. I've been only taking buys for one. That is like very simple. I'm not taking any sell positions whatsoever. And I'm always having multiple positions open at one time. I'm not doing one position at a time or one big position. I'm always having multiple positions, meaning I may have two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 positions. I may even have 10 positions open at one time if I have the opportunity to do so. And the reason why is because I'm able to scale out of positions and scale in and still always have a position running. Because gold, and this is why I say, like, even if you work a job or you're not able to catch all of these moves, this is how you could benefit off of it. Because you can always, let's say you're not, all right, let's look at this for example, right? I want to give you a beautiful example. So me entering this position right here, instead of me entering one position, I will enter two or three or four positions. And let's say price gets up into this high and it starts to reject it. I can close two of my positions or however many, one or two positions, and then I can let the other two run. And let's say price continues to keep pumping up and I'm still holding and still holding and still holding and still holding. And let's say I get another opportunity to scale in. I can take a position out, and if price does come down, retrace, like let's say for example right here, I can take a position out right here, let the other one run or two, however many I had, get back in again here. Now these positions right here get moved into profit. And then I get in again, boom, 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 scale in again, price comes up. I may take out some more positions, and then I may still have a position all the way down here that I'm still holding because I can hold this position a little bit longer and keep on holding it and move my stop loss according with structure, and I'm taking my intradays or however, whatever type of trades they are. I mean, I ain't even gonna call it intraday, whatever. I'm taking my setups. I may take profit off of this entry that I got down here. So I'm always securing positions. I'm allowing like my bigger positions to like keep on flowing and running while those smaller positions are stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. So it's a win-win for me. I'm never in a position to where I don't have any positions on the table. Even if I have one position on the table, I'm always in the market. So if I secure a position and let's say I step away, like exactly what happened Sunday. Like, let's say you weren't able, like, you were able to get in here and you were asleep or something like that. And you actually, like, if you aren't able to actually monitor the chart, set alerts, and look at your phone 24/7, like how I'm able to do, then what you could do is actually have a set TP. So let's say you were to enter here. Let's say you entered this position here. You can have, let's say you entered four positions. You can have two of your positions have a set TP here, so you maybe sleep. And you won't be able to like close it, or you may be at work or whatever the case may be, or spending time with your family or your loved one or whatever. And you have two of your positions that you actually set the TP here, but you don't set the TP for the other two, which means when price gets here, you will get closed out of those positions, those two positions automatically. But you will still have two positions on the table running, so let's say by the time you get off of work, boom, you come back and gold is all the way up here. Like that's literally what could have happened. Trump said back in, let me go to the daily time frame. Trump said back in 2021 that Bitcoin was a scam. I remember it being like June or something like that. June of 2021. Was it? I think it was like June. I think that article was in like June. Let's just say June. June of 2021, Trump called Bitcoin a scam. It was at $33,000 when he called it a scam. Trump called Bitcoin a scam when it was at $32,000. He called it a scam, and look what happened to Bitcoin. It started to obviously it didn't do it like immediately because like it was in June, boom, it came up a little bit. It did this thing like price hit this high and came all the way down. But Trump called Bitcoin a scam. Everybody started selling Bitcoin. Nobody wanted to buy Bitcoin. Nobody was focused on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a scam. I'm not even about to focus on that. Ill. That's what ill. Bitcoin, ill. US dollar, yes. That's what everybody was doing, right? Bitcoin was ill. Yuck. No Bitcoin. Trump said it was bad. I'm not following it either, right? And do you really think Trump wasn't running up a bag? Do you really think Trump just let all of this happen? He wasn't running up a bag on Bitcoin? Like, come on now. Use your eyes to see. Use your discernment. Bitcoin, ill, ill. Bitcoin, scam, ill, ill. I would rather put trust in the US dollar, right? Ill, Bitcoin. I would rather put trust in the US dollar that has been declining forever. But I would rather just put trust in the US dollar, ill, Bitcoin, ill, Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Bitcoin start rallying, and now Bitcoin is at $113,000 right now. The highest it got to was 100 and basically $25,000. And the same one that called it a scam now has a statue with him holding a Bitcoin. Remember, it's all a big puppet show. It's all a big club. You're not invited. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get this. I'm gonna look to target up into 30, I mean 3,900, the TP that I was talking about from yesterday from this position that I was in here. It got hit. Well, it's basically there, like 50 pips away. It's basically there. So that essentially got hit. That was a good move down here, about decent move. But with this current position, I'm scaling in. I'm gonna talk about this in a second as well. I just like entered this position. That's why I'm like dialed in. I was just scaling into the position fully just now, just seeing these lower time frames form, the shift of structure on the lower time frame, such as like the 1 minute, 5 minute, before it does actually play out, and just seeing how the bigger time frames are forming. So this is like something new for me as well. This is the first time I've actually been in the markets since a government shutdown, which I'll talk about that in a second, as well, because the last government shutdown was in 2018, and I was not trading in 2018. I didn't start trading until 2021. So this would be like the first time that I'm actually experiencing market conditions while the government is shut down, which is beautiful, which is why I want to be super active in the markets. So I want to see how this does play out because I wanted to see if like a lot of people are saying the government shutting down is going to mess with the news that's coming out, like major news events like NFP and all that type of stuff. So I want to see like how that's going to play out. Is NFP gonna be lit? How long is it gonna be? Is it gonna, because I know if it's like multiple weeks, I think next week will be CPI if I'm not mistaken. So I really want to see how it does act, but I know gold is definitely going to 110% benefit off of it. 1,000% benefit off of it. So that's why I'm like very, very active on gold. I'm not even in GA no more. I'm just gold. No SPX, no indices, just gold. So see how this plays out. Let's see. Great day. This day. What's going on in my country? Got funded. Got a funded challenge today. Let's go, Bobby. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. You got this, man. You got this. You got this. It's time to change your life. That's the account that's going to change your life. Speak life. The power is in the tongue. I was just reading in Proverbs how like powerful your speech is, how powerful your mouth is, how powerful your tongue is. So speak life into that funded account. Say that's the funded account that's going to change your entire life. That's the funded account that's going to change everything for you and your family and the people around you. So treat it like that. Research. Like I'm telling you, this is the time where you guys need to get in your Bibles, get right with God. Stop following society, stop putting your trust in everybody else and just put your trust in God, man. I'm telling you, this is the times and it's the reason why I say that because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful because God starts revealing stuff to you and he starts showing you this, starts showing you that. And the only way for you to actually understand it and know it, you got to know the scriptures. You got to actually read the Bible because the Bible tells you what's going to happen in certain times. The Bible tells you about like the wicked versus the unwicked, the righteous, and all that type of stuff like that, how people act in situations like this. And it's literally like all a script. It's just like how everything that they're doing is a script. Like it's literally Bible prophecy. And one of the biggest things as well when I get to this government shutdown, because it ties into like the mark and like the real ID that they're doing, right? You can't stop Bible prophecy. Like you got to understand that. Like you cannot stop Bible prophecy. What is happening is Bible prophecy. It has to be fulfilled. And the reason why I say that is like I'm seeing a lot of people, and it's dope that people are it's beautiful. It's so beautiful to see that people are being awoken. I think that's the word. Are waking up to what's going on. Because you see what's going on with the UK with the real ID and that type of stuff like that. That you gotta have, and if you don't, like you won't be able to work jobs and all that type of stuff. And you see people, I think it's like a petition that people are signing. I think it's like probably like 3 million people now. And I think it was just in like 48 hours or something like that, or 3 days. But a whole bunch of people are signing this petition. Millions and millions of people are signing petition to like, I guess, not roll it out. And which is dope that people are being awakened to it. But you got to understand, those petitions mean absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter if 10 billion people, I don't even know how many people are in the world, but if a billion people signed that petition, that does not matter. They're still going to do what they want to do. They are in control. Just like the Bible says, Satan is the God of this world. Satan deceives the whole world. Satan is in control of the world. Obviously, God is in control of everything. He gives him authority. He allows him to do that. But Satan is in control of the world. It don't matter how many people sign the petition. It don't matter how many people go on strike. It don't matter. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless. Like you can't stop that. So instead of like focusing on the riots and petitions and trying to get a whole band of people to get it from stop happening, get right with God so he can prevent the dangers and prevent everything that's happening to happen to you. Because it says that when these things happen, it says that God will cover you. It said that God will take care of you and he will make sure you're good. It says this, so you gotta have your trust and faith in God, that he's going to take care of you. Like if this is, it says in the end times what God is going to do to the wicked, and it says that he would protect his righteous one. He would protect his children, and that's what he's going to do. So you don't got to worry, dog. Like seriously, you don't have to worry about where you're going to eat, not where you're going to eat, what you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, how you're going to take care of everything, how you're going to live, and you don't got to worry about none of that.